Yep.
Tell us a little bit about positive sum versus zero sum and how that applies to the fund and your strategy as well.
Great question. That applies to life.
Of course.
Zero sum game is you and I play Texas Hold'em. We bet on who. We have a simple bet. No lines, no casinos. We just go. Would Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year? Lived in Dallas for a little bit, I'm sure you know their reputation. I would the likelihood
it's a
is
long stretch.
We'll see, but again, but the odds depends on the odds, right? If it's 1 to 10,000, I don't know, man. I might throw $1 in there. We'll see.
Sure.
But let's say if but just you and I betting Cowboys. The zero sumness is that if you say they win, I say they don't. $25 each. There's only one outcome, right? Dallas Cowboys actually has the Super Bowl by February, or they don't hold the trophy. Then you earn 25, I earn 25. The total pot is just that. And then when you play poker game, everybody puts 25, 10 people, it's $250 in a pot. So it's a classic zero-sum game. We can play sports, which is great for the body, for the mind, and everything. But the outcome is that there's only one number one tennis player in the world. There's only one NBA championship being awarded every year, and 29 teams, 29 teams get disappointed if their goals aspire to win a championship. So those are zero-sum games. They're fun, they're interesting. In life, generally, especially when it comes to wealth building and these financial literacy things, you want to play a positive sum game, right? You want to be able to, why does the S&P 500 grows at 10% or close to 10% per annum for the last century, for the last 100 years? So the economy grew, we all got larger. So being a part of the pie, you and I can win together. So there's a win-win multiple, there's a growing the pie effect of positive sum games. So that's called 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 bigger than 2, right? So kind of like if you think about relationships, when your dad and your mom got together, it was 2 people. Now you got 4. Going on family vacation, 4.
Yeah.
What happened there? Besides evolution, besides basic biology, but what happened there?
Yeah.
It's a family. So let's say assume 2 people fall in love first. They love each other. They decide to be together, live together. They're a couple. Eventually, they like, okay, we build something more, and they have children. Then a family, so it's a positive game. But eventually, let's say you come off on your own, and you're grabbing big families and things like. Then you can see, at some point, your dad's gonna be around like freaking 8 grandchildren, right?
Yeah.
That's total, and around the house, that's a positive sum game. That's the long-term sort of mindset of things. And I think generally, when we look for positive sum scenarios in life. I would say some of my hobbies, or like a pickleball or racing and things like that. There's only one F1 champion every year. It's very interesting to play zero-sum games. It's very exciting, and make sure you do it to the generally for health benefit, like something that's productive, right? Like sports. But I think the positive sum game aspect of it, it's very intuitive to value creation versus if for one, instead of saving $100 every week and putting to the S&P 500, to drop that on a football game every weekend, or to go to Vegas every weekend with that $100. The odds is really too slim through repetitive action over time, because the game itself is zero sum. Then likely the return of that type of strategy or day-to-day trading strategy, those things generally. That's why I have a simple question. I checked in my early 20s. I think I mentioned that to you, Ryan. Was that how many people on the top Forbes 100 or 1,000 are day traders? I just remember looking at the strategy. I was like, let me just check. Okay, so there's Buffett, there's the LVMH founder Bernard, right? There's the French people who started businesses, right?
Yeah.
Who built some Amazon. There's interest, all kinds of people. I was like, but who? Bill Gates, even software. It doesn't matter. You can sell handbags, you can sell software, right? You both work, right? Sure. LVMH or Microsoft, or whatever. But I was like, who is up there as a professional gambler or a day trader?
Yeah.
Not much.
Not at all.
So that's why I sort of had that thought. Trust me, it was definitely a conversation within myself when I did some digging in my 20s too. So, but I think positive sum game is really value creative to life.